Hello, this is Richard Bruce responding to Bill Nye's rant about parents and the theory of evolution. I'm responding because I think that Bill Nye has said quite a few silly things. Among those silly things, one of them is not his support of the theory of evolution. That I have no problem with. But many of the other things that he says are questionable. We keep in mind the basic point that just because you're right about one thing, even if it's a very important thing, doesn't make you right about everything else. Now, Bill Nye feels that parents who believe in creationism, and frequently believe that if you don't believe in creationism, you're going to a giant pit of fire forever and ever, should teach their children to believe in evolution. In other words, they should try to toss their kids into a giant pit of fire forever and ever. Bill, that's really asking a lot of the loving parent. Basically, you got to convince people of things, and there are a lot of people in society who want to change people's behavior without actually just convincing people of things. But at any rate, one of his arguments is that all these people who believe in creationism in the United States are holding science back. To some degree, in some ways, maybe other ways not so much. But let's look at it here. What I have found is, from checking the statistics, they have these statistics will say, well, in the last couple of decades or a decade, where have the Nobel Prizes been won in the sciences? And what you find is that the United States is winning the majority of them, even though we're, only 4% of the world's population. So apparently America is quite capable of being scientifically brilliant at the same time that a huge portion of our population doesn't believe in the theory of evolution, and in fact about half of our population does not even know that the Earth goes around the sun once a year. So a country, a society can be individually quite ignorant, at the same time it is collectively brilliant. And this, of course, is because science is we. It's a collective operation. The individual scientist is very often narrowly specialized in an area and quite ignorant about the world in general. But that doesn't seem to matter that much. You can be individually ignorant while it works collectively. It's sort of like a automobile production line. It doesn't require the individuals to be all that knowledgeable or skillful or great mechanics, but collectively it is capable of producing an enormous amount.